But I want to get back into my thing about being persecuted. You know, there are people who seek persecution. They actually will say radical things. You know, it's kind of like there are people who try to get attention. I mean, I know people who will run around in a very confrontational way with other people to provoke an argument, to provoke confrontation. They do it with that intention. Their intention is to be controversial. Their intention is to provoke an argument, a fight, a debate, or whatever you want to call it, a war, whatever. You know, there are people who do that with that intention. And then there are other people who are just simply being themselves, but they're getting attacked simply because they're different. They have a different way of thinking, a different way of looking at the world. They're not bothering anybody. They're not hurting anybody. They're not doing anything against anybody, but they are being attacked because they are different. They don't fit in. Now, this is two different types of people when you look at this situation. One thing I do not like are people who are phony. You know, a phony person is somebody who goes out there and they provoke other people. And then they run around claiming to be a victim of persecution. They claim to be a victim of something. That I do not like. That I do not like. If I get in trouble, believe me, I'm not trying to provoke people. You know, I mean, I've had situations where I've got that close to being fired. I've been suspended a couple of times because I stood up for my rights. I stood up for myself. I wasn't seeking a fight. I wasn't looking for a fight. I wasn't trying to provoke anybody. But apparently, simply by being myself, I wound up stepping on someone's toes. And they didn't like it. Now, the alternative for me to have avoided a fight would be to be something less than what I am. To be less than what I could be. And to me, that's unacceptable. I can't be anything less than what I am. Whatever I am, that is what I am. I think it's important that people be themselves. You know, if a person is gay, for example, they have to come out and be what they are. If a person is straight, you have to be what you are. If you're bisexual, you have to be that. If a person is an atheist, if that's what you really believe, then be it. If you're someone who believes in God, like me, then you have to be that. To be anything less than what you truly are should be unacceptable to you. But there are people who compromise. They compromise. You know, they either hold back and they don't fully express themselves, or they just create confrontations all the time with everything so they can run around playing the victim role. I don't seek fights. I don't seek arguments, and I don't run from them either. I don't look for a fight, but I will not run from one. I'm going to be myself. You know, and if some people have a problem with that, that's just too bad. That's all I got to say.